Hey there, I'm Daryl Olson, and I happen to be I've accepted the position of fly tying director officer for the Southeast Council of the Fly Fishers International, and so I've been asked to make sure, at least in the newsletter, there's a fly of the month. So I'm gonna tie my favorite fly, and if you want, you can share your favorite fly with me into an email, and or in this at the bottom in the comments on this video. But yeah, and in the video or in the comments, the description, I'll have my email for the Southeast Council if you want to send me an email. But anyway, we're going to tie a Chuck Kraft, yes, Kreelex fly. I get a lot of stuff from the people here in the Charleston area that don't really think it's a saltwater fly, but we're going to tie it in a Tutti Fruiti color pattern. It's a little bit big, but it's ideal for maybe some redfish. I've caught sheepshead on it, trout, speckled trout. You know, maybe it'll even work for flounder, but let's take a look at it and we will get tying. All right, this is the fly that I'm going to teach you. You can come up with, for the Charleston area, black and purple would be a great color, but also if you're looking more like maybe for trout fishing, bass fishing, bream fishing, I've caught them in silver and gold. And normally with the weighted eyes, it's gonna fish up in this pattern in there. It probably would also work for false albacore. I think it's a little too big for that. I'd have to downsize my hook for them. But anyway, let's get tying, and and hopefully you'll give this a try. The hook I'm going to use is a Salt Streamer S71 SAP, which is like I think it's a 34007 and a 1/0. And believe it or not, even on my saltwater flies, I like to debarb. Debarb my hooks. And we'll go ahead and place that in here. And we're going to use some thread. I'm using some 210 in chartreuse since that's primarily the color that I'm tying. And then we're going to also use some Real Eyes plus 5/32 inch nickel pearl from Spirit River. It's got a little eyeball in there. And we'll just start our thread here. And I'm just going to take it up right about to there. And I like to use my dumbbell eye to figure out the placement. And we'll do some cross wraps right here. And I'm going to look down in front of the hook. And we'll give it some helicopter wraps. And we'll take the thread back to where the barb of the hook used to be, or in your case maybe where the barb of the hook is. And our first bit of material I'm going to use is some MFC Kreelex fish flash. And it's going to be in chartreuse. And then I'm going to take, I don't know how much, I'm going to say maybe a pencil width. About like that much. And I'm going to measure this for a tail about the length of the shank. And we'll use a pinch wrap here. And we'll take one wrap just under there to lock that tail in. And we're just going to kind of use open wraps here to lock in this body. Now we could just tie in the tail and use another piece for the wing, but and we'll just take our thread back and back up here. And we'll move our thread to the front of the eye. To lock in this for the wing. We're going to fold this back and behind the eye and lock it in there. So it's almost like now we're tying in, let's say, like a clouser. And then we're going to come up and we're going to measure halfway on the tail to give that wing. We'll turn it upside down for the bottom wing. And the bottom wing will be that Kreelex material, except we're going to be doing it in pink, and that's why it's a Tutti Fruiti color. And now we're going to tie this on the bottom, in front of the eyes. And I counterspin it so my thread will go back towards my fingers. And then we'll and then this top wing, we're going to cut it the same length as the at the midway point of that tail, or the same length as the short truce one. And right there, that's enough to do another fly. And I kind of like using these scissors like this to put that in there to preserve that for the next fly. Give it a whip finish. Slice off that. Going to use some UV thin on my threads. It's a saltwater fly. I like using UV. And then we'll shoot that. And there we have it. A Tutti Fruiti Kreelex fly for in the inshore area around Charleston. Speckled trout, flounder, redfish, maybe sheepshead, whatever will take that fancy color. All right, that there concludes the Kreelex for saltwater. Tie them up black, purple, the traditional gold, silver, whatever size, and give it a try and let me know how it goes. And also, again, email me, and the email will be in the description. And let me know what kind of fly you want to see for fly of the month, or tell me if you're primarily trout guy or bass or brim or carp, whatever. I kind of like to do all fish in all waters, so I don't mind learning new flies and then sharing those with you. All right, Daryl, and I'm signing off, and we will see you on the water.